Okay, so dear Dharma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body and keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound, and while you focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, as usual, we'll take few minutes to understand how this practice can help us to develop our spiritual life, and at the same time, out of that spiritual development, how we can apply it to our day-to-day life. So understanding these basic principles are very necessary, because when you understand and become very clear, that is where your practice going to become more sharp. And when it comes to our human life, it's all about habits. Human beings are kind of bunch of habits. We are every day keep repeating things. And whatever the things we practice related to this meditation, and even when it comes to Buddhism, the culture, and other all the ethical practice, this everything help you to reduce the power of habits. It directly, deeply attack to your habits. It's a kind of like a way we reducing our habits, and we rescue our mind from the habits. So that is what called the practice. You rescue your mind from habits. So when it comes to that, these habits never happen overnight. It happened by the time, and not suddenly. It happened little by little, little by little. It became a strong because we used to keep repeating it. So then when once you start to reverse it, one of the things that you have to remember, not to be hurried. It may take time. But if you are capable to understand the mechanism, then just keep doing, reversing it, reversing it, reversing it, and then slowly you are capable to get out of it. So when you reduce the power of habits, one of the things is you cannot focus to that habit itself. So you have to see how that habit's there and why it is there and what you used to repeat, and slowly you have to get out of that. So when it comes to this, most of our actions take us to greed, hatred, or the delusion. So those are the very roots that hold us to this samsaric journey or to repeat this life cycle. So there are many, in Dharma, there are many categories, many groups that informations related to this method. But today we are going to talk about 10 perfection, Dasa Parami. So when it comes to perfection, why it called the perfection? Because it take you to the, the highest level of your human intellect. Another thing is it take you out of all the bias, mental formations, cankers. It take you to the best level of your own mind. Another way, to the freedom. So when it comes to freedom, in the conventional world, there are three kind of freedom we need. One is freedom with financial freedom. Another one is mental freedom. Another one is in the conventional level, you have to have freedom to maintain your life and with the action. So most of people are struggling to gain those freedoms. But here, this mental freedom, when it comes to spiritual practice, it deeply depends on the mental qualities that we have. Even you are socially free person, even you are financially able to maintain your life, even you are consciously take your decisions deeper yourself. When it comes to this very behavior within our own mind, if you carry these intrepidable skills, that skills never going to take you to kind of like a spiritual development. So that's why here, when it comes to these 10 perfections, it help you to gain this deeper freedom from the world, sansara, or another way, the karma. It allows you to become free from the karma. So life has a nature. So whatever this appear as life is sometimes, if you look very carefully, it is not the real life. So this conventional life, it's itself like a rainbow. Everybody can see it. Beautiful. Most of people like it, but no one can touch it. No one can gain it. No one can own it. Another thing is, we can see it in this very moment, but we all know within another few moments, it's going to go away. It's going to disappear. So this life also like that. Our life also like a rainbow. Within another very few seconds, that what you experience going to go. So then you have to remember, rather than holding, grasping, clinging to that what you experience, never going to take you to ultimate freedom. So in the practice, little by little, how you can get out of this. So first you have to understand what are the things that we accumulated through the journey of this samsara. So in the 10 perfection, there are 10 things help us to reduce the power of this improfitable 10 skills that we already have. So one is selfishness. This selfish idea. And another one is immorality, unethical behavior. Next one, attachment, clinging, grasping nature. The next one, ignorance or the delusion. And another one is laziness. Another way it called apathy. And another improfitable skill that we have, impatience, intolerance. And another one is dishonesty. And another one is fickleness. Is irresolution. And another one, ill will. The next one is called the we very easily become biased to. Partially, we are go with the views, ideas. Mentally, we are biased. So those are the things that we keep repeating again and again and again. And those are the unprofitable habits now we have. So that's why we have to practice these 10 perfections. In Pali it called Dana, Sila, Nekamma, Panya, Viriya, Kanti, Satya, Aditana, Maitri, Upeka. So in Theravada Buddhism and the Mahayana Buddhism, these 10 perfections has a little change. So in the Theravada Buddhism, that when it comes to 10 perfections, so generosity, morality, resolution, wisdom, energy, patience, truthfulness, resolution, limiting to certain goals, or loving kindness, equanimity. And in the Mahayana tradition, another way it called parami. So it's little bit different. It comes as generosity, ethical conduct, patience, energy, meditation, wisdom, skillful mean, upaya, aspiration, spiritual power, and knowledge. So somehow these profitable skills, if you are capable to develop, what happens? It helps you to purify your own mind. It will help you to purify your own life. So this purification itself, another way that you can take yourself towards the liberation. So as we know, when it comes to vipassana knowledge, so practicing vipassana is a method that you go towards the nibbana. So, or you go towards the ultimate truth. So in Buddhism, there is no only one way. There are many other ways that you can take. So practicing Dasaparami or practicing these 10 perfections, developing one by one, And mastering these qualities will help you to gain to the liberation or the freedom. So, dana, generosity. So, when it comes to generosity, so you have to remember it is not just material generosity. And it can be time, it can be wisdom. So, whatever that you are capable to give for others with the good heart, without any expectations, so will help you to reduce the power of this greediness. Because this selfish idea, I am, is so strong and invisibly, unknowingly, sometimes with our eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, we accumulate. So that's why practicing generosity will help you to reduce the power of this selfish idea. So antidote for the selfish idea is one way is the generosity. So then whenever you have time in day-to-day life, there are many ways that you can be generous. You can even at home. So whatever the comfort that you have, maybe you can share it with others. Maybe you are watching TV and somebody else want to watch something else and you have to change the channel. So without fighting, without arguments, can you offer that comfort to other person? Maybe the place you are sitting, somebody else want that place, or maybe whatever you eat. So like that, many ways that you can practice it. Remember, just knowing is not enough. Practicing this, especially when it comes to this 10 perfections, it's not about just knowing. The practicing make it master, develop. So then day-to-day life, try to find the space to practice it. And the next one is the sila or the morality, in the ethical conduct. Another way, integrity. So as a society, as a family, as a person, you have to develop your ethical conduct. You have to make it strong, your moral behavior. Start from self-discipline. And little by little, it will become strong. And then it's going to help for you to have a very comfortable mind. And the next one is the nekkhamma, renunciation. Renunciation is something different than the generosity. So when you are generous, maybe you share things. But renunciation is letting go of worldly desires. So the whatever in us, it is about your freedom, and you don't care that depend on the what going to happen to that, whatever the material things or the person. So you are the one who decide to go away from it. So to practice renunciation, you have to be a little bit strong. kind of like maintain yourself, learn that you have to be independent, taking decisions and moving forward and be with it. Because sometimes you make decisions, but you come back again. Because you are not strong enough to go with it. So that's why renunciation, practice little by little, little by little. Practice 1 second, give up 1 second without any condition, limitation, comparison. Stay away from everything. Don't react to emotions. So that also part of renunciation. And the next one is the wisdom, panya. Because the ignorance is one of the very key point keep us to this world. Ignorance is so strong than we think. So then you have to develop the panya. So what is the here ignorance mean? Ignorance means, delusion means misunderstand the reality of nature. Misunderstanding the inside of the reality. So then wisdom means you deeply understand, investigate the very reality of nature. With your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, that whatever you experience, and another thing is for regarding form, feeling, perception, volition, recognition. So basically, impermanent, unsatisfactory nature, and selflessness. So then the next one is the virya, effort. The laziness is another very key point that hold us to this world and the worldly nature, and it is a very strong habit that we have. Laziness. Mentally, physically, this laziness. So that's why energy and effort is very necessary. So you have to have the intention to develop your energy and develop your effort again and again. You have to have the power to take conscious decisions, to work with it. And other one is that khanti. Khanti means being patient. The ability to bear the difficulties, and you have the courage, strength to go with this turbulence, and without getting disturbed, you are capable to go through suffering. That is one of the very, very beautiful, profitable skill that you can practice. Because most of time people are attached to comfort, and they don't have the patience, and they cannot bear things. They cannot handle things. They cannot absorb things. We are very easily get disturbed. That is one of the major thing with the habits. When you go with habits, you very, very easily get disturbed. When you are very easily get disturbed, you get mad, disappointed, angry. So that's why being patient, and developing the ability to bear the difficulties and go with the discomfort, challenges, suffering. It's a part of the world. Rather than personalizing, knowingly it is a part of the world. Take it. Go through it. Go through it. Don't try to find shortcut and go away from the worldly nature. Learn to go through it. That is the one of the meaning for the Buddha also called Tathagata. Tathagata means he is the one who go through the world. So that's why in day-to-day life yourself always remember, whatever come to you, it come as a result of something. So face for it. Learn to handle it. Take the responsibility. Go through it. And the next one is satya, is truthfulness and developing the honesty with your words, thoughts, and actions. You are developing a self-discipline with yourself to be honest, be truthful. Why? Because most of the time we lie to ourselves. We lie to ourselves, we lie to others. We wearing a mask, persona. This is sometimes we are not come with our true nature. We are always covering up our true nature, and then we have to maintain it. To maintain your character, sometimes you have to tell a lot of unnecessary things. It makes your life heavy, difficult. So that's why truthfulness makes your life easy. So that doesn't mean that you tell everything to everybody. No, that when you become honest, when you become truthful, it's especially when it comes to communication, sharing ideas, informations, especially nowadays, look at this. We are living in this information world. There are a lot of fake news. Ignite people's fear, anxiety, depression. So then, if you share it, what will happen? Your friend circle going to get effect out of it. So that's why when you're sharing something, you have to think twice. And recently we had this Los Angeles wildfire. And there are a lot of people create these videos using this AI. It's kind of like an entire Los Angeles city burned. So there are some people believe the entire Los Angeles burned. See, that's some very misunderstanding. And it came because some people create that news without knowing right fact, information. So that's why when it comes to yourself, remember that you are responsible for what you say, what you do. And the next one is the resolution, adhitthana. That means limiting to certain goal. You have to have a direction, and you should know where you are going, where you are heading. So basically, always you have to remember that whatever your bodily, verbally, mentally action should go towards the wisdom. And according to the Buddha's teaching. This all teachings related to go towards the wisdom. That is the pinnacle of this journey. So then your resolution, your goal of life, to become more better person with the good qualities and with more profitable skills. So develop yourself again and again. And the other one is the Maitri, or the loving kindness. We have to remember we are living in this world because of other people, other things. So having loving kindness, compassion, sharing your life with others is very necessary. Not always taking, grasping, clinging. No. And giving your love and compassion towards the other people, other living beings, will reduce the power of the anger or the ill will. So the most of people try to get out of the anger, and they are focusing to anger and try to resist it. Maybe they are keep counting. When they get mad, angry, they are keep counting. They are looking the sky. Maybe they are jumping or chanting mantra. People do very many things to this to resist the anger, but it doesn't work. So then what you need to do? Practice loving kindness. So then by the time the anger become weaker and disappear. And the next one is upekka, equanimity. Equanimity means balancing and detach from the viewpoints and handling pain and pleasure, and success and failure, both knowingly the cause and effect. So when it comes to your spiritual path, equanimity is the highest quality that your mind going to hold. And once you have the equanimity, your mind is going to become very sustainable. So these all profitable qualities will help you to uplift that. And once you have it, from that point, your mind not going to get disturbed most of the time. You're going to have undisturbed mind. See, that through practicing tranquility meditation, you gain undisturbed mind. And through practicing these qualities, you gain undisturbed mind. Why? Because that is a very key point when it comes to very conventional life. In this conventional world, in this rainbow life, what happened? We are very easily get disturbed. So then when you develop these profitable skills, your deeper these habitual patterns going to reduce the power of it. And then the power of equanimity going to become more strong, higher. And that is where your clarity going to be. So once you have that clarity, that is where you gain your freedom. That freedom means you become free from the karma. Not just you gain the financial freedom or you gain the mental freedom, physical freedom, not that freedom. You gain the freedom from the karma. So this action reactions result power. And once you become free from karma, you're not going, the becoming not going to happen anymore. So then always remember, by practicing, you can get out of this becoming. If you don't practice, it itself not going to happen, because through this samsaric journey, knowingly or unknowingly, visibly or invisibly, we used to keep repeating, repeating, repeating. Maybe you don't see it, but your habitual patterns are so strong than you think. So then you have to take steps to reverse it. So when you reverse that, remember, you should not struggle with it. Then you have to practice the opposite of it. So those are called these 10 perfections. So try to spend some time and try to understand, digest it yourself first, and then little by little apply it to your day-to-day life and bring it to practice. And then you will see how you can gain the inner freedom little by little. So with that, let's get into practice little bit. So your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. So bring attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say so patveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable, may my breath be more smooth, may no difficulties come to me, may all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation and exhalation. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. When it happens through the sensation, recognize it, do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. May their hearts be filled with joy, May all living beings live well and happy. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light to your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha. Also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata cha ammehi sampadam punya sampadam සබ්බේ දේවානුමෝදන්තු සබ්බ සම්පත්ති සිද්ධියා සබ්බේ භූතානුමෝදන්තු සබ්බ සම්පත්ති සිද්ධියා සබ්බේ සත්තා අනුමෝදන්තු සබ්බ සම්පත්ති සිද්ධියා ඉමාය ධම්මානුධම්ම පටිපත්තියා බුද්ධං පූජේමි ධම්මං පූජේමි සංඝං පූජේමි අත්තාය ඉමාය පටිපත්තියා ජාති ජරා ව්‍යාධි මරණං හා පරිබුද්ධිස්සාමි ඉදම්මේ පුඤ්ඤ කම්මං ආසවක්ඛයා වහං හෝතු සබ්බ දුක්ඛා පමුංචතු. Bless.